sons and daughters of gay parents in Australia. And to explain more, here's the director, Maya Newell.
Am I working? Right. So over the last few years, I've turned on the TV to see politicians yelling across tables about who should be allowed to marry. And opponents to marriage equality seem to repeat this argument that marriage is about kids and kids need a mum and a dad. But I suppose it seemed to me that there's a voice missing in this discussion. I think even though gay couples can't marry, they've been having kids for a long time already. In fact, there are hundreds of thousands of them, and yeah, I'm one of those kids. So today I just wanted to briefly outline, I just wanted to talk to you about why I wanted to make this film. I wanted to talk to you about our impact work with the Gayby project, which is sort of separate to the film, and then also a bit more specifically about our ideas for educational reform to welcome diverse families in our children's schools. So a few years ago I saw this fiction film, and it was called The Kids Are All Right, and it depicts a lesbian family in America. And I came out of the cinema and I was walking down the street, and I was kind of like halfway down the street until I realised that I was 26 years old and I'd never seen my family or my type of family on a screen before. And I feel that we all need narratives that reflect our lives. For us Gaybies, as I like to affectionately call myself, we need stories that are not just about fighting for our rights, but ones that are about our characters and our laughter and our mistakes, even our conversations around the dinner table. Growing up, I didn't know many other kids with same-sex parents, and so I suppose in making this film, and sort of making the film I would have loved to have seen as a kid. So yeah, I suppose I'd like to introduce you to those kids. Trailer.
I don't know, like, anyone who has a family like mine.
Same-sex couples can't simultaneously provide both mothering and fathering skills that a child desperately needs.
I really want to get into Newtown. It'd probably be the place where I'd most be accepted. I am on the long road to puberty when you become a man.
I think it's okay to lie about having two dads.
My mom has told me about the priest at church telling us that mom has sinned against God. It's not normal, you're not normal. They're the kind of things which go around my head. But I don't really know when you're manly. Personally, I think that God made everyone to be who they are.
Are you going to Iceland?
Yeah, when it comes to Australia, please. I wasn't that accepting at first.
I worry that you start thinking that that's the way that you be an interesting man.
You could say things like, I'm this tall and I weigh this much.
And I have two dads.
We really do disagree on something important to both of us.
Kids sometimes can come up with better ideas than adults.
You look so old.
What, you want me to look 6 again?
That'd be good.
The people who raise you and make you who you are today are your family. Not all good things in life come easy.
So Charlotte, the producer, is not here tonight, and I have developed the Gayby project, which is to bring about social change for LGBTI families, but also, and perhaps more importantly, to find and harness strategies to change minds and hearts everywhere. The project has targets at an awareness level, at a policy change level, in an online presence, and also lastly in the classroom. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that because that's what we'd like to invite you to help us do. So we believe that all kids have the right to see their family structures reflected and celebrated in their education. Currently, many teachers don't have an understanding of same-sex families and therefore are not confident to handle conversations around them. So for example, Rory, who's Gus's younger sister in the film, she just started kindergarten last year, and in class her teacher got a chicken egg to hatch, as they do, and she was explaining that you need a rooster and you need a hen to make the egg, and a little boy put up his hand and said, "Miss, well that's not true because Rory's got 2 mums and not a dad and she's born." And the teacher was like freaked out and didn't know what to say and just ignored it. And as a result, Rory was the one who had to manage the onslaught of questions from her peers the next week and just refused to go to school. So while most teachers, I don't think, would be openly homophobic, by avoiding the topic, they make the child do the work. We want to offer teachers professional development sessions to aid them to be proactive and knowledgeable and inclusive in their classroom. By targeting teachers, we're investing in the thousands of children that each teacher will go on to educate in their working lives. So your contribution tonight can make, on time, a huge difference. $10,000 will cover the cost of developing and piloting a professional development program about diverse families. $20,000 would fund a student-facing set of resources to use the film as a learning tool for PDHPE for years 5 to 10. So also, I suppose, beyond the financial, we're also looking to collaborate with organisations to help promote the film's release through the networks, and also organisations that want to promote family diversity in their workspace by sponsoring a screening of Gayby Baby. And I think, lastly, we've spent 4 years making this film and we've just finished. I'm excited to say that we're going off to our international premiere at Hot Docs next week, which is very exciting. And I suppose just, these 4 kids have just taught us so much. And it is in the trailer, but I want to repeat. When I first met Ebony, she was 11, and I just asked her, what's a family to you? And she just paused and simply said, the people who make you who you are today are your family. And I just thought that was so wise. The kids get it, and I think the rest of us just need to catch up and to spread the word, and we'd really like to do that with your generosity.